Hi guys, example 6 is pretty much the same thing as example 4 and 5. So if you'd like to try 6 on your own, again, I say try it on your own, fast forward to the end and see if you get it right. Otherwise, you're along for the ride. So let's get started. So example 6, again, the first step, we're going to identify the GCF. What is the largest number that will divide into 4, 24, and 36? As normal, you guys are, like normal, you guys are correct. That would be a 4. So my GCF is a 4. Okay, that says, oh, well, I don't even know what I'm writing. Sorry, guys. I'm having a moment right now. GCF, not GC. I wrote GC4 because the GCF is 4, but, you know. Sorry, that was kind of embarrassing. All right, so GCF. My GCF is 4. So that says GCF is 4. Okay, so I'm going to write my GCF out in the front and divide all 3 of these bad boys by the 4. Okay, 4x squared divided by 4, well, the 4's will cancel. So I'm going to be left with a 1x squared. Okay, negative 24 divided by 4 is a negative 6. And I don't have anything to combine to the x, so it'll just be negative 6x. Okay, and then 36 divided by 4, well, that will give me a 9. Okay, and after we factor out the GCF, you must ask yourself, can I keep factoring what's inside this parenthesis? Well, let's see here. I have 3 terms. My highest exponent is 2, which means I have a quadratic. So most likely, general factoring will work. So let's see if it will work. Let's see. Okay, let's identify the A, B, and C, which that will be 1, negative 6, and 9. Okay, so let's start sliding and dividing. So I'm going to slide A to C, or multiply them. 1 times 9 is 9. But don't forget, you must slide and then divide at the very end. So we slide by A, which means we divide by A, which my A is 1. So I'm just going to prepare myself so I don't forget. You know how forgetful I am, so I'm going to do that. All right, and then my B value is negative 6. Okay, so I need to come up with 2 numbers that will not only multiply to be 9, but will add to be negative 6. So let's see here. Let's think about some things that multiply to be 9. Okay, which remember, you guys, if you're multiplying to be a positive number, we're either going to have 2 positives or 2 negatives, which what makes sense if we're trying to add to be negative 6? Exactly, you guys. Both of these must be negative. Okay, a negative times a negative is a positive, and a negative plus a negative is a negative. So there you go. Okay, so let's see what will work. I know that 1 and 9 multiplies to be 9, which my screen is frozen. Stop that. Okay, sorry guys. Let's see if that will work. So negative 1 minus 9. So I already know both of these are going to be negative, so I'm going to prepare myself. Negative 1 minus 9 more, or plus a negative 9, same thing. Well, that's going to be negative 10, so that doesn't work. Shucks. Let's try something else. Well, I know 3 times 3 is 9, so let's see if that works. Negative 3 plus negative 3, or negative 3 minus 3 more, that will give me a negative 6. Holy smokes, man. So this will be negative 3 and negative 3. Okay, so I have found my 2 numbers that I'm going to write in my parentheses. So this will be x minus 3 and x minus 3. Okay? And I'm going to simplify these down. So negative 3 divided by 1 is a negative 3. And negative 3 divided by 1, well, that's a negative 3. So minus 3. And don't forget, you must bring down that GCF and write it in the front. Okay, now, technically, you are done at this step. But I'm going to teach you guys a shortcut, because you know how mathematicians love shortcuts and love to be efficient. I can actually rewrite this as, I'm going to bring my GCF down 4. Okay, I currently have a total of 2 x minus 3's. Do you guys see that? Okay, so technically, if I have 2 x minus 3's, or x minus 3 times x minus 3, I am multiplying the same thing to itself. So if you ever multiply something to itself, like 3 times 3, or 2 times 2, or 4 times 4, or whatever, okay, that's another way to say you are squaring a number. So since I have two x minus 3's, I could technically rewrite this as x minus 3 and just put a little squared up there. It means the same thing. X minus 3 squared is x minus 3 times x minus 3. Okay, so either of these are technically the right answer, but most of the time mathematicians would write their answer like this. So it's not wrong to write your answer like this, but you can write your answer like this as well. So there you go. This is the way you're most likely gonna see it if you have a repeating factor. Okay, so just be on the lookout for that. You can write it like this or like this, but I'm going to box this one because this is typically the way that most mathematicians would write it. And remember, I really don't want you to be judged by these terrible judgmental mathematicians. So this is just preventing you from being judged. Okay, well, that's it for example 6.